or the photography business is being underlooked. It is being looked at as an informal kind of business. Personally, I wrote from an accounting background. Nkashoma BCom, that is Bachelor of Commerce. I majored in accounting. Later, I went and did my master's in business administration, still majored in accounting, that is in the line of finance. I later enrolled for SCCA, where I'm still on my final stage or on my final level, planning to be done by December this year. But besides all that, I've not chosen the path of employment because I've created the employment opportunities on this other side in regards to photography. It has several challenges, mostly when it comes to delivery. Muntu notere bishani bitwara emyaka n'emyaka. Omuntu naija kubookinga, payment becomes a challenge. Now with clients, you just need to explain to them and listen to them. Omuntu wabo otawulira kyaliyo nagambira tumuri kyengana. We have equipment that can handle 8 events. We have done over 300 weddings and over 200 introductions. Urunaku rwika ushanaja ati nkashashura kamera 5 nareba kamera imwe yonka nkashashura drone tindajirebera mukoro. Most times people are not having abantu nanka the photography business. Noshanga kamera abantu ezibakukozesa na za drone nibazipangisa. Nokushanga if you don't pay that money, naona kuba tinisenzo kupangisa ejo kamera.
Hello everyone, abarebe ba Ankole Online Media. We welcome you to this new episode. So today, on our first episode, Twine Shots.
Twine Shots. Twine Shots. Real life moments captured.
Thanks for subscribing and thanks for always being there for us. We've taken, like, I think we are in the 3rd year to their channel because we opened it in 2021. Up to now we are still using this channel. From 2021 we've grown from 0 subscribers to now 42k subscribers. That's so big. We appreciate everything you've done for us. We appreciate you watching our videos. We appreciate you being there using your data. So we thank you so much. This thing we are introducing new episodes that we shall be uploading in weekends, during weekends, mostly on Sunday or Saturdays. I'm going to be bringing you different people, different topics. So abantu abenda nimbaletera nebakubamba gamba on nomanya you have challenges on mwana mukore mikoro yanyu. There are some things you have to know before doing the functions. Hinebintu ebikubateganisa. There are you have to choose the best videographers, best photographers. Inekubano endaba decoration tokumanya ho kubiha, inekubano onda venues ebyona ntukubantu bibisha Ankole Online Media. This is a new topic nekubane bayamba mwena. So keep on watching every Sunday. Guest Twine is over, though I'm welcoming him in his own studio. Congrats, right now it's mine. So welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
Everybody
kunyachira
na never
studios zawe.
I'm so happy and impressed Kinicom Studios zawe. By the way, thank you for this work. I think you have one of the best studios on Kamparom.
Most welcome and much appreciated. We actually have the biggest studio in Uganda. We have the biggest studio in Uganda. We have the biggest setups in Uganda. We have a studio space that can accommodate over 300 people in a single entry. We can have about 7 photographers shooting at the same time. So basically, in studio was serving very many people at the same time.
I'm so happy to have you, sir.
I'm happy to be hosted here too.
Don't forget, today Twine Shots, we have him today. Nwe actually guest wito utu abanza nawe on program yito ito atandika. So naza kubagambira byona about him na kubagambira majorly echi tandikiro his programs ntwenda mubenu mmanya. If you're going to do a wedding, you're in a function yona, giveaway, or in a birthday, or in a graduation, the best photographers and videographers you can ever choose. So Nichona Jante Yuzoba, let me start with one of the biggest CEOs on photography. Naza kubana bagambira byone bikumukwataho and the services he offers. So mutafera this program. So omuntu nabasa kubali okwenaenda kumanya. Who is Twine Shots?
So Twine Shots Media SMC Limited is a single member company that was incorporated way back in 2017. We are proud to have made the 8th year now in operations. Our core being photography and videography for social and corporate events. We specialize in weddings and introductions as our secondary core. So our cream referrals ideally, name Koro, in case you have a wedding, you have an introduction, you have Kuchala, you have a conference, you have a seminar, you have a training that is on the side of corporate. Those are the cream referrals that we desire to have. The bread and butter, never studio walk-ins. When you have a passport, you have a birthday, that is our bread and butter. Then our dream referrals is we are dreaming to have retainer companies that can maybe include us in their budgets, whereby we are paid at a quarterly basis or even on a monthly basis as we produce for them content in regards to photography and videography. We are located alongside Makerere Kasubi Road. The building is called Elements Courts and we're on the ground floor, room G001.
Okay. So Twine Shots, as you have said, you started the photography career in 2017.
Yes, please.
That's 8 years back. So in 8 years, how has been this journey? How has been the photography career? When
by the time I got into personally to start with, Ifshan to be honest, Ifshan, it is something that I picked up as passion when I was still at campus in my second year. That was in 2017. After my internship, I picked so much interest in photography, though it was then and now it's being done on an informal sector, whereby more of the photographers or the photography business is being underlooked or or it is being looked at as an informal kind of business. So what made me to pick so much interest is looking at how other economies were moving so fast in regards to the photography business. It was highly developed, whereby people, even now, when you look at photographers in the States, photographers in the UK, these are big photographers whereby you need to make a reservation online, you make the payment online, something that hasn't crossed over into Uganda. So besides being something I love to do, basically it was passion, I discovered a business opportunity need, and I decided to take it up as a full-time role. Personally, I root from an accounting background. Nyonga from a BCom, that is Bachelor of Commerce. I majored in accounting. Later, I went and did my master's in business administration, still majored in accounting, that is in the line of finance. I later enrolled for SCCA, where I'm still on my final stage or on my final level, planning to be done by December this year. But besides all that, I've not chosen the path of employment because I've created the employment opportunities on this other side in regards to photography. So I choose to develop the skills of my staff, rooting back from my own personal skills. So Evshani Nechin Chinatanje out of passion. It is one of the most challenging businesses in Uganda. and majorly in Kampala when it comes to delivery, storage of clients' work, when it comes to clientele and business people, like when you come into that prospect of the client and then the business owner, given that it's being handled by most informal people, it has several challenges. Mostly when it comes to delivery, muntu noteera ebishushani bitwara emyaka n'emyaka, omuntu naija kubukinga, payment becomes a challenge because
Actually-
abakuba yakubukinga nk'omuntu as an individual.
Actually, Twine, before we head to that, nanyenda kumanya, having this kind of studio, omuntu yatahamu, it's a studio I think you have invested more than kubanga washango in a biggest cameras n'abantu tabakuchima ngunizisera. That's why they underlook photography. You have everything umuntu akukora photography. You have invested more than 100 millions. I think that's what I think kujira china areba. Kadi wagambira omuntu, you can tell someone I've invested 100 millions na wasa kujira in photography na wasa kujira ngo oine mama geze, how can you invest such a money in photography? So where do you get that courage, like kujangu hati, let me invest this money on photography?
So this is something that started as passion, and on businesses tukora for any other kind of business, washangu omuntu nashura omwani ari kibakweta okukora business, then as you work noyiha send.
Yeah.
Some people choose to reinvest back that money, and some people choose to save that money, or some people use that money to buy other properties. So looking at the bigger picture, I have gone through a lot of research. Nindewa photographers out there in other countries, I see how they have developed their brands. So what makes me to look at something which is as big as this and which I'm still investing in further, at least I haven't gotten so much commitments that I need to invest money in, so I always choose to plow it back into the business, getting the best cameras, having the best setups, having the best systems in place, so that no muntu yata home studio yijo mu office aije kutereza omuromo, at least nafuna confidence as they get to our entrance and just hainija really omuromo nyine kora ki nyine kugubahereza. Basically ni chejo.
So Twine, nomanya obwiro bwingi people take photography to be obankachi, like they don't respect photographers, they don't respect people namnonga tu atulinka mikoro, they don't respect people apokutera bishani ba videographers, and when someone looks at you takwasa kuteka ngoli into this business, and when you have like friends okamunyona okamujeta otinyo ndio mbishana na jata terebo, how can you join such a business? So Twine, how do you like iwi weno chitwara mota kushanga oli photography business kandi you're comfortable in it, you're confident, choosing anajua jota, let me take this path, kandi you studied accounting, you were sure maybe in the, and yet you can get other opportunities zokore bintu byone byokwenda konka you had to choose wajoti, now let me do this business.
So omurimo itukora nibagira ngo wakora omurimo gwo kunda, you'll do that job so well. So besides career yanje eri mu accounting, I love accounting so much. Now what a business it involves finances. Neitaga kubudgetinga, neitaga kubare sente zwashohoza, neitaga kubarenta asya. So no business ensi muchi erimu that bit of accounting. So omuntu takagira ngo ine kintu kimwe cyonke cyo kunosha kushanga inde bintu nkamunane byo kukunda. So I happen to be in a space nashanga ninkunde bishani. Nachuzinga kutinga business yachi ya photography. Nkani mbasa kuzaira ndo murimo gwa accounting I could have gotten. But nashanga nanyi still on photography ina atandikire, besides creating opportunities for other people, ku create injira abantu abandi mirimo. Nanyi nashanga I can still practice my accounting in my own company. So gonka guzamu ngekintu kindi kunda nashangira business nagira nti we have to drop the pride that we have. At the end of the day is what can you provide, what can you put on the table. Yes, of course ogukunda no taking up.
Okay. Abale bankola online media mutebwa tuli owa Twine Shots already CEO wa Twine Shots already tumwinaha na shangwa ali Elements Courts Makere Kasubi Road alongside Makere Kasubi Road. So nwe tuchine actually Twine Shots ya tujira akashoma accounting konka kia mazire ya jata I have to take nyine kutwara ikintu kinkunda, so wenkawe akana kunda photography kan ya Twitter, and in photography has invested lots of money. When you see the studio no ichiriza kuso wori okwe orukwenda or in a giveaway or in a wedding, Twine Shots is there for you. Enamba zeziri hansi ya screen no basa kumutera booking ogambe nawe no muntu ayorobi takukuremeraho. When you talk no maybe into your photography and videography, you have to talk and akwereze what is really best for you. So one end up keeping your memories good, please try Twine Shots. Then we have a Hotel Lavena in Sangwase Guku along Entebbe Road, 1 kilometer away from Entebbe Road. Nabomba kujirangu vine hotel nunji, one enda kwa vacation, noenda kwele mikoro, vine swimming pool, vine everything you need from them. So Twine Shots, omyaka mnana ninsubia you've got so many challenges and you've achieved a lot also. But then before like those things you've achieved, hati tuenda kureba this photography business, what are the most challenges you people face?
The biggest challenge that we face in the photography business nokutere bishana bakakuburaho.
By the way, kinega yakanjira ngo bakatere bishani, they went to a function batere bishani, but then along the way bakurugayo bamwibaho laptop akaine laptop ermo hard drive na za camera na waka, so waka bajiba so kibajibire client yamuheza options zishatu. Option yo kubanza yamjati mpereza waka yanje, option ya kabiri yamjati wotine waka yanje tege ko mukoro gwanje oyeta abantu banje abe na yesere o booking a church ogaruko nkoro mukoro bikwato obimpereza. You can imagine. Then option ndizo yakashatu yamjati boba bakaba tesese, it was around 4 million yamjatati nyenda 20 million. So among the three choose one. You can see that scenario.
Yes.
You imagine. So I imagine umuntu yanage bishani and already yakora wedding yeye yakutrustinga ya it hurts though, but then
and it's embarrassing.
umuntu kwereza those three options nora zona zigumere.
Exactly.
So how do you overcome such a things?
So nichokura ntugamba the informalities that have been in the industry. So itochi tuinaha one what homeroom we always recommend kamera ibiri za bishani, kamera ibiri za video. At least toka jorote bishani bya kamera inazo na buzereki yona buzere, that is one. At least nimbanye ne backup jangwa at least kamera byaba kamera ndijo buzereki biro. Two, before we take up a client, we have a client agreement that we make, and we have a clause that describes in case waka ya client yabura what do we do. Those that happen to come to a business, they will see what our agreement entails. But us as us, we normally track ahead of time. Twatulia mukoro one, someone twine kurga mukoro tukupinjire waka tukozere backup our computers. Kandi wake ine college ine guma cards. So bika office wake ine kopeka zaki a computers za office
Already know in a backup.
Yes, already in a backup CV. So in case of anything, I'm never affected. Nyonka nyubiro na marombe shani, I have never lost a client's work. If shani yabura, if shani limfune bizere nubura, we have the systems in place. Ntukore chiba kweta recovery. Card koro mukoro, we keep that card until we have delivered.
You have delivered.
Yes. In case waka yaba corrupted, we retrieve the card. Tujenda tukore chiba kweta recovery. We recover the data and deliver again.
And then what if wamara ku delivering, then client is after 10 years arukuja ngo ibintu byanje bikabura bikamburaho, you know, n'omuntu nobasa kuba omuteerera seed ninga flash waka yeyizebwe. So how
so
do you
itwenka twine shots we pay for cloud services, cloud storage services. So tomara ku deliveringa yako nanka waka yawe into uploading all the work on Google Drive, and we pay for the space on an annual basis. So nobody is kuna after 30 years
waka y'omuntu
waka yawe
that's the
oragishanga.
best thing actually.
So into what we now hard disk and we also store on the cloud. Nobuturugaho company irakora ki eragumiza munetambura eragumiza munetambura myinshi because we have systems in place.
Any other challenge?
The challenges ziriyo, other challenges that we face abana bituru kukozesa umwana n'umujundi ncheke twiro mu nzakora shayi 12 zakasheshe ebya wedding no mwana bitandika kasheshe kari umwana kwishahida kandi yatandike kuyomba niwe, and some of these are beyond our control. Auko murumo gwiti you cannot have 10 photographers okubashashora on a monthly basis. Nchikushashora only when the work has been done. So
Per work done.
Yes, per work done. So mostly washanga murumo guronka only one camera, maybe ninka birthday bajanitanga kazasha mukaga umwana yija cherezi
Client
ayomba. Those
are kandi you remember when client yayomba baja ngo kumutrusting. Then there is another scenario. Have you ever gone to the kukoranka olinka wedding? Remember you wake up in the morning mwamika shayi 10 katujengu mwabwe client mwamika 10 ni wedding. You've worked with the client from kurugomu saloon mwateze bishani mwaza church mwaza reception. It's around let's say around 3 time for food, but photographer babaza kuryemere and the people are like there is no food for you. Have you ever faced such a challenge?
Yes, we faced that so often. Kunko wiro to amaro mu industry myaka 8, that is a very small challenge to us. So with us arrangement eitwine the money that we charge on a package no bya kuba twakora million emwe. We always move with snacks in the car. Twikamu bakagira ngo emereteroho ntwa twine plan B. Ntujya rate like the first 2 people muzo motoka mufune just echo kuriyaho echo kwekwasoka cyo munda ngokora umukoro mpaka guhwiye. Of course one okuru mu baganda tukambara karayandi I'm supposed to eat. No. Client ya kumurumo wija kukora, but eating is a bonus. In case someone feels mercy for you, they can offer the food. In case food is not available, still we have been paid. We can get a little bit of some money from what we have been paid and buy a meal. Agwana kurutwa tino humurumo still twantuza kugenda turiye tuyemere. So we normally go with snacks whenever we are burutwafu no murumo. We always have snacks in the car. Twikand bakajya utari cyo kuriya tufuna snacks and we eat. Then we go back and execute. So it's not a very big challenge. It was a very big challenge when we had just started, but along the way we got to learn. Akanoshangu umuntu ayino mukoro gurinka serena Bruce one yemere nemitwari 15. Iwe nki imwe mwijja muri abantu 10 gukora. Abantu 10 ni miliyoni emwe n'ekichweka. Wino mukora a package ya miliyoni nka mukaga. So it becomes a little bit challenging to the client as well. So before we get the gig, we talk to the client. Sometimes these snacks are bought by the client. Client nabasagura snacks zemitware eshatu, but they cannot afford. They can afford the food, but it is over and above for that client. Okay. So we normally attack.
Like before the party, you have to talk.
Yes. We talk with the client. We know if the thing is going to be fed. In case it is going to be fed, still we go with snacks as plan B.
Okay.
Even when you are going to be fed, we still have the snacks in the car that we normally snack on. No mwazi twantu gakora. Because no kozoro na kurwo na wamara the whole day yemerire. So you still need it. So still it's my advice to all the photographers out there. We have to always plan for the worst. So we need to embrace and always move with snacks. At least the way ninka kamina timeido mbaga ninga kakake ko mbaga baja taromere ojunyo onyo kamina timedika oyoriona kakeke kugaruka mukoro ukore.
So Twine, how do you actually deal with a client who has an entirely different version from what you really think may it work for him or her?
Now with clients, you just need to explain to them and listen to them. Omuntu wabo tawuri chariyo na gambera tumurichengana, the versions will completely be different.
Different.
So here where we embrace that, we listen to the client and we advise. Client young, we still go further and advise. Maybe to
Yeah, then you
into
do what
a
you-
video. So you advise by showing them what they should expect. Client when akwana what they expect, but without something which is visual. Most times people are willing to buy the ideas if you explain it to them and it is valid. Now we still client hajati ni niendechi, they are the clients.
No, just let
Yes.
me do for you
Look
what you
for
want.
ways of giving them the better version of what they want. So to us, we normally have one belief: always keep the customer happy. Don't tell the customer the truth. Don't tell the client the truth, but just keep him happy. Each year, Shashura deliver what they have paid for, and that is it.
Then, had you ever a client abariokwe? There is a client I know Mukorogwe is looking for a photographer, a videographer. Companies are many. Numa company ni nyingi, arumaba fere, arumabai. Why do you think that client should choose Twine Shots as their photographer?
So the reason as why someone has to choose us, or why we think the client should choose us, is our speed in delivery. We believe that if Shanwab Tera today or Kabigar after 4 months, they won't be relevant. You tell Shanwab Tera Saturday, next day Sunday, we are seeing again soft copies. By Monday, we are starting to do the printing. Because of the traffic that we have, no shanga, our capacity is 8 events on one day. Ntwasakole mukoro munana in just one single day.
You have that team.
We have the equipment. You're going to see the equipment on the B-rolls. We have all the equipment. We have a team of 41 people. They're also going to see the size of the team. Our team is composed of 41 staff. We have equipment that can handle 8 events. So, with our expertise of 80 years, we have done over 300 weddings and over 200 introductions.
Oh.
So whatever the accumulation of what we have done, that means we are skilled in what we have done. Something that would be done by some other person in a space of 8 hours, we can do in just 1 hour or even 30 minutes. You're going to see the computers that we have in our studio. We have over 11 computers. So meaning we can even
quick
edit it in
computers.
30 minutes because we believe in teamwork. Omukoro gwija gwine ebishano rukaga, we divide by the 13 computers and every person is working on 30 pictures, maybe 30. Before you get to know, the pictures are ready. So our timely delivery or our speed in delivery is what has kept us ahead and is the reason as to why that client should opt for Twine Shots.
Twine Shots, you have a biggest company, and how do you manage the team of 41 people? So when you sometimes there are weekends, or even you can take a month, having every weekend you have 2 functions, 1 function. The team of 41 people, how do you still pay them, or how do you handle that?
Yes, we are of the 41 people, we have 10 full-time staff who are paid salaries, and then the other people we pay them on what we call piece rate. With piece rate, someone is paid only when they work. But still, you cannot compare a piece rate employee to someone who is being paid a salary. With piece rate, someone is assured every Saturday nakuwa inomurumu. Weekdays, they're also working. And with photography, this is a skill. They are taking good amounts of money. So when you accumulate the amount of money that this person takes in just a single month, you cannot compare with someone who is earning a salary. So we only pay when there is work. So my aim is to look for work out there and make sure that the staff is engaged. So if someone works on Monday, they cannot work on Tuesday. Some other person comes in to work on Tuesday. If someone works on Wednesday, it's
Another
a
one
rotational thing.
Yeah.
Though on Saturdays, twine korena, basically no shanga buri mukoro gwatwara abantu nkikumi. And every person is in the field working. That is if they're taking big packages.
But clients, before their function, they have to choose their vendors. So which advice can you give to them before they choose the photographers, videographers, and what the steps they should take choosing them? Unomanya sometimes people na agenda ku booking ajati on this date there is a function, a function yanje ajugambira, and that's it. After like a week, like hakubura 1 week, akutera, do you still remember my function? Omoshanga kwa yakukire sente ningo mwatarazu kukire. You get omoshanga like on 100% of the money, he gave you only like 5%. So how do you advise that client?
So with clients, one thing to keep key is omukoro nobugwa kwamu, you must pay the what? You must pay the money. So before you look out for a vendor, always look out for reviews. Utakaza social media ukafuna umuntu nga twine shots yote nafuna twine shots ni kumuhumuro gwanje. First look out for someone who has used twine shots before and ask for the experience. How were these people? If someone highly recommends, look out for another person. Get at least 5 reviews. Abantu nkabatano abetwine shots asavinjere and get to hear each baramugambyo nka company. So in case they speak good about that company, please go on and book. Then you also have to follow the procedures that are set by these companies. By the time someone comes akajanyoni nkora zero balance, that means they have done the computations and they believe they work at zero balance. When someone says 50%, it's 50%. Sometimes there are some clients who come and say, no, no one is actually 2% or 5% or even 50% of what you require. Come and do my event. Urnakuruika ushanajati nkashashora kamera itano nareba kamera emuyonka nkanshashwire drone tindajirebera mukoro. Most times people are not having abantu nanka the photography business no shanga kamera abantu ezibakukozesa na za drone nibazipangisa nokushanga if you don't pay that money naona kuba tinisenzo kupangisa ejo kamera.
Actually chibakuchira complaining about the drone umuntu najati nyenda drone yesero konka ocheza kufika function drone tero so nchirijira nshashora yembwene
basically nchirijira nshashora y'omuntu.
So client when aliyokwe waza kubooking a photographer, please trust the person
and get to know their terms of payment.
Kuratira echi agamba if you want your work to be perfect. Kubanga one thing when you pay in time yakujata I work on 80% or 90% I work when I'm fully paid. Please trust the person. Kubanga already muma cause the agreement. Because if you take time okajota let me pay 40%. Now quicker function here already he has booked the guys and these photographers by the way get a lot of money. Kandi ba client bo baba takuchimanya. You find already the money client ezia kuhire. You've booked a photographer bona so you don't even have fuel to take you to the place.
True.
You don't have most omukoro no shangera hali. So oshanga sente zuwa muhire zitakuma. That's why oshanga your drone tero. Kamera semekuletera kamera ezinungi zero. Just because of the money. So otagaraka kwekwasa mumanyanka booking echina muhereze cha first know where the problem comes from. Then you have to solve the problem before that it like you have to solve it before it comes. So pay, trust the person, trust your vendors, bakore chintu echichere. So twine shots, do you work on around Kampala ninga burahamwe hona?
Tuterebusha n'umunsi yona. We've done events in Zanzibar, we've done events in Rwanda, we've done events in Bujumbura, we've done events in Nairobi, we've gone to Mombasa, we've been to Guangzhou in China, we've been to Japan, we've been to Dubai, we've been to Qatar, and Uganda at large. Even as we speak, the teams are getting ready to go to Rukunjiri, to Ineo Mukoro. Easter Monday, I don't know when this video is going to be out, but we also have another event in Isinjiro. The other weekend, team neza kubera Ruguru. So you see, it's not basically in Kampala. Tuinemira Kampala, tuinemira mu up country. You look at the vans that we use to transport our teams to the field. So basically, tukorabora hamwe hona.
When client wana kuja to omukoro gurioko, as long as we agree on on terms, payments.
The terms of payment and the fees, we can work anywhere.
Oh, that's so great then. So, imaba lioko mutera lichira kujango nyo mukoro gwanje gurioko hari mu cyaro munonga obana hetagwa ki n'ennyonyi mbaziteema mbweno ekyo takyeraliikirira. Then Twine, how do you advise someone who wants to join a videography, photography field?
They normally say that the more you know, the more you get relevant to the society. So photography and videography is a skill that I believe any other person should know. Abuka buli omwe ine smartphone, buli omwe nateera ebisani, buli omwe nakwata video. This is a skill that pays off good money. The market in Uganda is so wide, but the service providers are so scarce. Nchokushanga Twine Shots noshanga ine mukoro nka mukagoro na kurumwe. Why? Because the service providers are minimal. So this is a business that is fast growing in Uganda that I would advise someone to venture into. If they can invest in the money, if they can get the right equipment, and they take part, or they can share the market. Because abantu amuno shanga bine mukoro ngati bina kubatera bishano shanga umuntu ine birthday anunzura bishani yabora. Because they came to Twine Shots, we are fully booked. Elsewhere, fully booked. So this is a fast growing business that I would advise anyone to learn a skill. Here at Twine Shots, we provide a training. We train photographers and we train videographers. So people can reach out to us to get to know what much we charge. So we can train you, and if you're good enough or if you've mastered well.
Have you ever experienced this mara kukora work ya client ujumsentira kubuza, is this work edited? How do you handle them?
Yes, we have faced so many challenges of those. No collection which which editing this picture is not edited. So they are clients and the client is your boss. So what we normally do, no more editing na nichwa editing ukamusindichira ukambuza one echanach editing, just as you can see no rebe chanicha before na nature after two. In the case you don't like the edit, tell me what I can work on. Ninga ngambiri chinkuwasa kuhinduraho kurijira chitari edited. Whatever what I can improve on the edited one, or if I can edit another version and make something better for you. We normally get clients' opinion. Mutagambire chakwenda, you redo, and at the end of the day they are happy.
Then Haruna, this type of client, Oxa client, ali been a speedy man. Sang my com gardens, Oxa client na kujata, I have to go to reception, what. Konka after the function, one or delivering akubuza, where are my pics?
Now with us,
how do you advise them before like bataka kuzuro mukoro gwabo? No manya there is a time oshanga bine church ya shaisha tu barugumu church bine kuza reception konka kwereka ngutayine time. So how do you advise them to minimize their time?
So I always advise clients, mwana muzakoro mukoro, in those meetings that you have, always have a meeting with the service providers. Yeta meeting na ba vendors ba weshitama na bahansi. Ubabuze what time do they need, so that you involve them in your planning. Washanga service provider wonka cameraman utamutire planning wakashanga ija mukora atakumanya ngucaci ne yasha munana nokushanga mutafuna bishani nawe nakubureminga kugirango ubwire bukabutaro. So for us, we normally engage our clients and we normally get into meetings with our clients and with their committees. We tell them what we want, we tell them what time it costs us because they have paid for the service. And in return, never planning about into their minds. Ajangwe bishani na indeda chika 10 tureka tuzumuhereza twarwo mu cyaci tuzomugadenizi tumuhesha hayeyemwe atere bishani. And that is how we normally achieve. So we normally plan with the clients.
That's so great then. Also Twine Shots, it has been nice having you. Ninjera ba client mwena himuri, you've heard from him. Msheme kukora before looking for vendors. Musheme kukora na meeting na service providers banyu. That's the mistake most of you do. Oyeta service provider takumanya time ya chachi yokamujoto mukoro guruho this date takumanya time ya chachi takumanya mwarugo mu chachi numukora muta photos nimukuziteza kai omwe sometimes also like after church oshangana kubuza where can we take photos from ebyo nebintu byone bikubabiro. So before that, please endeavor to call the service providers, but Gambire, they can advise you. These people have done lots of functions. They have experience more than you do. No wasakubo mukoro you've been attending, but for them, nebabi never kumanya kusinga ebyo kumanya. So why no enda to make your function? by the way, do you do also, are you an event planner?
No.
So one wenda omukoro gwawe gutambureje, please, if you book Twine Shots mwete, even when akubaya kuterira kuja, can we meet and we discuss about this and this, please give them time, listen to them, and Bareche, let them do the best for you. So Twine Shots, took finalizing. Tugambire Twine Shots neshangwa hii Mkwarachi. Yeah.
So Twine Shots, we have 4 kinds of businesses that we do. 1, we do photography and videography for show and corporate events. Embaga za conferences za training into television tukatwata na video. 2, no training, we train photographers and videographers. 1, we enda kufuna skill. Our trainings, we don't give certificates. Ours is to give you a skill, take you to the field, take you to the video, editing, you deliver to the client and be able to make money out of it. So ours, we give a skill for someone to start up a business. Okay. Then 3, we deal in equipment hire. Hiring a camera zebshani, hamuna camera za videos. Na matara, na za standi, anything concerned in the line of photography and videography, we have that for hire. Then 4, we have the studio space. Space we also we hire it out to content creators and other photographers. Maybe watching photographer and what and in a studio, we can give them the space in vision, but maybe shiny. So those are the 4 major businesses that we do. We do photography and videography for our events. 2, we do trainings for photography and videography. 3, we do equipment hire. Then 4, we hire out the studio space. We are located in Makerere, alongside Makerere, Kasubi Road, just after the western gate of Makerere off Sir Apollo Kagwa Road. The building is called Elements Courts, ground floor, room G001.
Okay. Thank you so much, and to everyone, thank you for watching this program. Every Sunday, ntukuletera different programs ezikwatiye na photography, videography. This thing echane betakwa echechi konka I stood up na jant no interviewing to take most of them yaden mubireba konka we have to bring something different before you do your function. So that's why today na jantile kankuletere CEO wa Twine Shots. So we've had him Ninjamwa Muhura, take his advices please, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, even share to your friends. If you're looking for videography, photography, you have a wedding, you have a giveaway, please call Twine Shots. They are here for you. Wo inomwana no ndakumwejesa videography, photography business nunji adabantu bajiranka business imbi, but then there is a lot of money in photography and videography. So wano ndomwana okumutraininga no metoa Twine Shots kandi batujirangu umurumo kiba kumara kumutraininga ekikoro mwana no kujangwa aine kuba ine michwe aine kuba na tambura kiba mugambera ayege. After that they give you a job. That's something good. Taro kujangmanya wa mara kushoma hatunaza kuhasoring after learning they give you a job. Nchurjira micho ya obitu ekikuru nwajire micho mirunji okakola waka nunji, you have to learn okamanyo echakuleta ni checho. So trust Twine Shots, they are here for you.